right? In terms of drilling down and who we want to be, who they are. But there's a lot of things that go into each one of those players that we're just going to continue to evaluate.
Hey, Todd, yesterday it seemed like a bit of a switch on a SHEDEUR first team day. DESHAUN looked like he went first in some of the 7-on-7 stuff.
Well, he took one of the 1 7-on-7, and the day before SHEDEUR did. So we kind of switched it to get them at least one with the ones on the day they're not normally going with the ones.
The other day, installs. How do you feel like the guys came out of it? How do you think they processed it and were able to translate it on the field as you prepare for this first day outside of that phase?
Fine. I mean, this will help. I mean, the only thing that'll go in, like I said, will be situational football. A few variations of what we do, but we get a chance to kind of repeat concepts that we've been working on earlier. So we just got to continue on both sides of the ball to do the simple things better. I mean, it's really that simple.
In that inside zone run drill, quarterback's just handing off. Is he doing other things?
During the inside period?
Yeah.
Are they doing anything but handing the ball off?
On the field. How important is it for the quarterback to conduct that drill? Is it more than just handing off?
No, not at all. It really is as simple as that. They're just handing it off. I mean, we're getting the calls. It's really a drill for your interior players more than anything. We're not checking plays. They're really not looking at anything other than we may be varying the snap count, so you maybe from operational standpoint, but in terms of getting in and out of cans or any of our check plays, no.
Todd, you said the other day.
Like with the way that the rotation has ended up over these past few days, it seems like, and maybe I'm wrong about this, that SHEDEUR is ending up with more padded practices, and DESHAUN is.
It might be. That might be true.
And,
Not on purpose.
Okay,
It was just every other day.
okay, so there's no.
No, it really wasn't that way. The way it turned out, now that you say it, is today is not, and tomorrow will be. So it's just the way it worked out in terms of the way we alternated the quarterbacks was basically every other day, where the padded practices, shells, or helmets was independent of the rotation.
Todd, you said the other day that you can't have an elite offense without elite cadence. Why is that?
Well, I mean, you can go on one all the time, and the defensive line jumps the cadence every time and puts you at a disadvantage. The great edge rushers and tackles that you have in this league, I think that's part of it. The other is trying to take advantage of being explosive. To be elite on offense, you have to be explosive. So how many times a year can you get him in the neutral zone and get a free shot down the field? That's part of it. But I think the biggest thing is your ability to keep, whether it's up front, defenders from jumping the count. It's also, it's not always an elongated snap count, but it could be a quick count to force the defense to get aligned quickly. That gives you a picture of where they're at and what play you might want to get to.
Todd, we're not going into too much on the cadence. We're not going too much into the cadence. Like, I think to the layman, we know like go on one, maybe go on two, silent count. But like, can you kind of explain a little bit more how you can have up to 10 different cadences?
It's actually very simple, right? Like, you can go on the quick, the long, the first color, the second color, 1, 2, double cadence on 2. I haven't even finished on that. That's 8.
Sometimes it's hard to tell just how successful the run plays are when you're working on them because you're not tackling live. Did he break a tackle or break free or whatever? Just what have you seen from when you've gone back to look at film or whatnot from DESHAUN and Dylan in the running game?
Well, Dylan's been nicked up a little bit, so we haven't seen as much of him. But Quinshawn's just a bull. He's a bull, man. He's a downhill, powerful man, and it's fun to watch. He is hard to bring down, and he's got something inside of him that, from a competitive standpoint, that's fun to watch.
Todd, as you look to make a decision about the starting offensive line, how do you weight how they fit together, the five, versus just the pure talent of the five?
Well, it starts with the pure talent. I mean, they've got to be able to get the job done, and then you fit it together. But again, like most camps I've been in, it's hard to get the fit because you're going to have nicks and bruises where guys are out. So with Elton being nicked up a little bit, and then Tevin and some other guys, you're just working through it, trying to find the best 5. Then once you get there, then you've got to make it all fit together.
Casey talked about how much work he's put in catching the ball, securing the ball. In spring, it was early, his first spring season, but there were drops out there, we saw it. It hasn't been that I've seen in training camp. So, do you notice the improvement he's made?
You're going to notice it. I can't compare the opportunities that he's had. Sure, at the beginning, whether that was, focus drops or he was just nervous. I mean, you're a first-round draft pick, and you come into camp, and you sure as hell don't want to drop the ball. I mean, you want to show your value, but you're exactly right. I have not seen that, and I've seen him make some elite catches, and his ability to elevate and go up and catch the ball, which has been fun to watch.
Todd, how important is it for Quinshawn's longevity to develop depth behind him?
Oh, I think with any running back room, you certainly have to have enough depth to where you feel comfortable playing. A lot of those guys, they take a pounding over the course of 17 weeks. So certainly he's capable of taking that pounding, and then trying to determine what skill set do you want out of the second, third, fourth back on your roster. What is it that Quinshawn maybe has as he's developing himself as a player, maybe a hole there? Do you have a matchup act that you like? Like when we were in Baltimore, we had Derek and then, Justice Hill, who is a tremendous, third down back and matchup guy.
Hey, Todd, what did you take away, or what was your review of that offensive line, defensive line, pass rush drill to end practice yesterday?
My takeaway from it? Oh, it was the first time we did it. I mean, ultimately, it's end of practice. It's basically to win the game, right? Okay. You're either going to be ahead, and you're whatever it is, the time of practice we're on the field, you're going to have to shut down the opposing offense with pass rush. And with 4 downs, if you don't get to the quarterback against these quarterbacks in the NFL, they're going to probably score. So you got to find a way to get the quarterback, and if you're trying to find a way to score to win the game, you're going to have to be elite at pass protection. So that's all it is. At the end of the game, after a 2-hour practice, what do you got left?
Someone mentioned that you might go the full 2.5 hours tomorrow when you go in pads. I don't know if that's true or not, but I just was wondering, what would be sort of the method to your madness there to finish out the 6 days with the elongated full practice?
Well, we're supposed to go that yesterday, but we didn't have enough bodies. I mean, we're short at D-tackle, so you can't go that long. You just can't. I don't know if we'll go the full tomorrow, maybe 220 or something like that. But the idea is just to keep extending the practice, the volume. It's maybe not all the reps, but being on your feet, you're getting yourself closer to what it'd feel like to play in a game as you continue through camp.
Is there any update you can give us on Zach Zinter, who was carted off?
I cannot give you that.
Todd, philosophical question here. Your career, schemes, you worked with a variety of different schemes, but one of those was the air raid. What impressions? Where's the air raid? Where does it sort of fit into your offensive philosophy? What did you take from that?
Well, there's more air raid with everybody's offense than people want to admit. I mean, everybody runs a form of 95, which is Y cross. Everybody runs a form of Y cross. How you get to it, whether it's play action, whether it's however you're tying down a defender, but everybody runs a form of Y cross. A lot of those, everybody runs forms of verticals, so I don't see it that way. What I would say is back then there was a lot more with the air raid that's come full circle, where it's sweep the board. Is he open, is he not? Which you're seeing a lot more of today than pick a side. 1 high, 2 high man concepts. So there's a lot more than people want to admit. The difference was back then with the air raid, it really wasn't the pass game concepts. It was basically running the same concepts over and over and over, and it was limited run game. You were basically, inside zone, outside zone, and draw. The original was you weren't even running. There weren't gap schemes, at least the way I learned it from Dana Holgerson when I got to Oklahoma State. So now, but everybody takes it and makes it their own, especially in the run game. And then they tweak it in the pass game. It's just a starting point of it. But and then Art Briles went off and went to Baylor and did an unbelievable job there with his version of it with the wide splits, and Josh Heupel's kind of taken a step. We have not seen that in the NFL, the wide splits, so much open space, that they took advantage of Dylan's skill set.
Now that the install is complete, do you feel like you will be able to utilize the full scope of your offense even early on in the season?
Oh yeah, I mean people make too much of that. Like, we only have 70% of your offense, and I mean, really? I mean, when we go to Jacksonville, we'll have what we want to run. I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, we had the off season in fall camp. I mean, I think that's just an excuse when you don't have success.
Good. Thank you.
All right.